Good day, brothers and sisters in Christ. I welcome you to our Sunday reflection for the Solemnity of the Holy Family, Year C. The theme of our reflection is The Family is a School of Sacrifice. The child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom. Luke chapter 2, verse 40. The Feast of Holy Family inspires us to reflect on the value of family. George had been a sailor and bachelor most of his life. When he became old and infirm, his nephew Bill invited him to move in with his family. George gladly accepted. Now Bill, who had never traveled, enjoyed listening to the stories of his uncle's adventures. George noticed there were times that Bill was fed up with family life, arguments with his wife, bills, kids' sickness, and the different challenges of family life. He repeatedly told his uncle, "I wish I were free to roam the world as you did." A year before his death, the old sailor told the family about the map of buried treasure he possessed over dinner. Bill looked through his few possessions for the map. Sure enough, he found an envelope addressed to him. It was the hoped-for map. It took him a moment to read it. It led to the very house in which he stood. His wise uncle was telling him beyond the grave, "Your home and your family are your treasure. Please don't blow it. Enjoy it." Celebrating the solemnity of the Holy Family is an opportune time to assess our family life. Is it healthy or not? The value we place on our family depends on whether we take our family for granted or as granted, a gift. The readings we choose for this celebration highlight the blessings that family provides. They remind us that family life is the foundation of our lives, where we grow in wisdom and stature. We experience the first stages of our lives, which provide us with roots in the family. We first experience unconditional love or unconditional hate in the family. Our relationship with God is equally cultivated in the family. Family played the same role in the life of Jesus. After the experience in the temple, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph returned home and lived as a family. They did not live in the temple. Instead, it was in the daily routine of living in a small town away from the activity of Jerusalem that Jesus grew and became strong with God's favor upon him. Like Jesus, family is instrumental to God's blessings in our lives. If the family is so instrumental, why do we not experience it as such? Most of our problems in the family stem from the fact that we expect things to be perfect and trouble-free. Consequently, even our perception of the Holy Family is skewed. And whenever we are challenged to imitate the Holy Family, we question, how can we relate to the Holy Family? Joseph was a celibate, Mary a virgin, and Jesus the Son of God. Yet every family can identify with the stories of Jesus' birth and childhood. Life for the family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph was harsh. They were forced from their homes. They were innocent victims of the political and social tensions of their time. They endured the suspicions of their people when Mary's pregnancy was discovered. Their child is born under the most challenging and terrifying of circumstances, in a smelly manger. They experience the unbearable anxiety of searching for their missing teenager. Given all this, no one can claim that the Holy Family lived a sheltered and trouble-free life. And yet, through their capacity for sacrifice, their love and faithfulness to one another did not waver. We are invited to imitate this virtue of sacrifice so that our families can become equally holy. The concept of sacrifice is a recurring theme in our readings. The sacrifice of Hannah and Abraham in the first and second reading, and Mary and Joseph searching for Jesus in the Gospel. Today's feast reminds us that being a family is a journey of changes and challenges, and that the sacrificial love of spouses, parents, children, and brothers and sisters enables us to negotiate and survive these changes and confront and conquer these challenges. Family is about remaining faithful to each other. Our belonging to a family means that we reflect for one another the selfless, limitless, and unconditional love of Christ, both in good and bad times. Scott Peck defines this unconditional love in his book, The Road Less Traveled. And I quote, "The will to extend oneself for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's spiritual growth. When we love someone, our love becomes demonstrable or real only through our exertion, through the fact that for that someone or for ourselves, we take an extra step or walk an extra mile. Love is not effortless. To the contrary, love is effortful. We're all invited to make our families holy. This invitation does not mean the absence of challenges, but the presence of sacrificial love." So this week I will invite you to do the following. First, the kind of love that we experience in the Holy Family is divine and can only be nurtured through prayer. Consider praying as a family tonight. A suitable prayer is the Rosary. Secondly, strive to reconcile with an estranged family member. Third, call or visit someone who is without family during this festive season. Have a blessed week.